Hi everybody, my name's Kylie House. I am a student at the University of Texas at Tyler, Master of Occupational Therapy program, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a hobby that I like to do. I garden in my spare time, and a lot of times when you have your own garden at home, you have way more product than you know what to do with, and that is the case for me very often in the summertime with cucumbers. And so today I'm going to be showing you a recipe for quick pickling or 24-hour refrigerator pickles. It's something that you can do at home without having to garden, but gardening is something that I like to do for my health and well-being and my mental health because it has a lot of benefits. The soil can bring a lot of benefits to you, which I'll share more about later, but let's get started. So here are the ingredients that you will need to make this 24-hour refrigerator pickle recipe. I just got a regular cucumber from my store because that was really the best, most cheap option that they had. I have fresh dill from my garden. I have some garlic, black peppercorns, mustard seeds, white distilled vinegar, kosher salt or pickling salt. I have it labeled canning salt. You'll need some sugar, a mason jar with a lid. It can be any type of lid, and you'll also need some water, and then you'll of course need a stovetop here in a little bit to cook the brine that you're going to use, which will consist of the vinegar and the water. So let's get started. Okay, so I just washed my cucumber and now I'm going to cut it up. So you can cut it however you want. I'm going to slice mine like hamburger pickles. So I just cut the ends off, and now I'm going to peel a little bit of the outer skin away so it's not so tough. Okay, so now I have about a teaspoon of the mustard seeds, and I'm going to put that in my jar, and then I'm going to add a teaspoon of the peppercorns, the black peppercorns. I'm going to put my dill down in there, and then I'm going to unwrap my garlic and put it in the jar as well, just one clove. Okay, I'm going to put my garlic in the jar, and then I'm going to measure out a half tablespoon of kosher salt. Put that in there. And then I'm going to measure out 1 tablespoon of sugar. And put it in my jar. And then the next step, we will measure out about a cup of vinegar and our water. Okay, I've got about a cup of water and a cup of vinegar in my saucepan, and I'm going to turn that on a medium-low heat setting and just let that kind of come to a boil. And while that's warming up, I'm going to put the sliced cucumbers into my jar and make sure they're packed in there nice and tight. So do that next. I'm gonna put all of our cucumbers in the jar. They might not all fit, and that's okay. I like to try and stuff them in there though, to fit as many as I can. Just a couple more. All right, and you don't want to really go over this line right here. So mine are a little bit over, but not too far, so it's okay. So, looks good. Okay, we've got a boil now with the brine, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. If you have an electric cooktop, or if your stovetop you feel like takes a little bit longer, you can turn up the heat. Now I'm going to use a ladle to put the brine into the jar, and it's important to be extremely careful with this so you don't burn yourself. And if you need to move the jar when you're finished, be sure to use a oven mitt. So I'm going to go ahead and start ladling that in there just really slowly. We're going to fill it up to about that line that we were looking at earlier. So I don't know if you can see, but the liquid goes to about right here. So I'm going to let this sit on the counter for about 30 minutes and let it cool off before I put it. It's been about 30 minutes and my jar is now cool to the touch and I can handle it. And so I'm going to put my lid on and put this in the fridge for 24 hours. This will last in the fridge for about a month if you don't eat it before then. And it's not meant to sit on a shelf. This is not a true canning recipe. This is just a way to get some quick and easy refrigerator pickles made at home and hopefully from your garden. All right, I just pulled these out of the fridge a couple minutes ago. I already tried one. They're a great tart, crunchy snack that will help you just get a little bit of extra serving of vegetables in your daily serving of fruits and vegetables. They're a great healthy snack and they will get a little bit softer as they sit in the fridge. And remember, they can only stay in the fridge for about a month if you don't eat them before then. So I hope you tried this recipe out, or I hope you're going to try it, and maybe you can share it with somebody else and enjoy. I hope this video has been helpful. I hope that you will try the recipe or share it with somebody else, and that maybe you can take up a new hobby or two and just increase your physical activity during the summertime and really get those benefits of gardening. And I wanted to talk about those benefits of gardening as I promised at the beginning of this video. So the first one is that interacting with the soil and really like getting it under your fingernails. I would wear gloves, but sometimes you might not have a pair of gloves and you're going out to check your garden really quick and you don't have any, and getting the soil under your fingernails and being in contact with the earth, you are introducing your body to different bacteria, which of course wash your hands when you're done, but it also helps our immune system, and it can actually help our body to release serotonin, which is kind of our happy hormone. So that's one benefit of gardening. Another benefit is you're getting physical exercise and activity daily, which that can be so great for improving sleep and mood and memory, and it can help with depression and anxiety as well. And then vitamin D, being out in the sunshine, even though it can be a little bit warm sometimes in the summertime, still getting that vitamin D is really important and really helpful for your body for first of all, immunity, and to release or reduce depression and anxiety. Another benefit of gardening is it can really improve your mood overall. You're present, you're interacting with nature around you, and it can just kind of make you happy and just feel really accomplished when your plant makes a fruit or vegetable, and it can really help with improving like your patience for things and your attention span as well. It can also boost your self-esteem because people around you will be so amazed that you grew this. This is so awesome. How did you do this? And it's a really great way to connect also, maybe with your neighbors, or maybe go to the farmer's market and you can learn something new about how to garden better. There are always in the summertime seminars. I know in my town people do gardening seminars where you can attend them online. There are groups on Facebook or social media where you can get on there and talk about gardening, or ask about, even if you're not gardening for vegetables, you can ask about your flowers, a certain flower that you saw, what is it, or a certain tree. It's just really important to connect with nature And actually being barefoot and grounding, or some call it earthing, is also really beneficial to our mental health and well-being. And the last thing is that all of this is just going to improve your overall mood. We talk about mental health and well-being, and it's just really important to try to stay positive and do everything you can to improve your mood and stay positive. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.